Hello and welcome to Footy Judge Mode. This is your daily view. Thank you for everybody that is joining us. Make sure to hit that like button. Quick show, quick view, quick update. I haven't done a solo show for a while. This is going to be my show. I'm just going to tell you what I think about the Ballon d'Or. I'm going to tell you where I think people will do in the coming weeks, of course, with the cup coming, Newcastle, Manchester United, of course. Big up everybody that is joining us. Hit that like button. Let's get these likes up. Let's enjoy this show. Quickly, Ballon d'Or update. Quickly, Messi wins his 8th Ballon d'Or to be crowned the GOAT, officially the GOAT, winning the World Cup for his national team, Argentina. Was Haaland dropped? That's the million-dollar question that everybody is asking. What is going to happen to Manchester United? From my point of view, the disaster, of course. Liverpool and Arsenal flying. Can they hang in there? Can Liverpool and Manchester and Arsenal hang in there? Of course. And also, what is going to happen with Spurs? Listen, all I'm going to say is let's start right away with the Messi thing. Listen, World Cup here, normally the person that wins the World Cup normally wins the Ballon d'Or, especially the one that is affected the World Cup. Like we saw Cannavaro in 2006, of course. Well, that doesn't happen all the time. But it's because it was Messi, they had to give it to him. Messi was great at the World Cup, was fantastic. By the way, this is my personal view. I think Messi is one of the greatest of all time. I think, in my opinion, him and Ronaldo are the GOATs because of consistency, because of how consistent they were. But again, who was more effective in the World Cup? Was it him? Was it Mbappe? Well, I think it was Mbappe more than Messi, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. And at the end, Messi won the World Cup by penalties. Mbappe scored a hat-trick in the final. Messi scored 7 goals, 4 of them are penalties. I'm not knocking him down, but he had a good team as well. But you cannot just say that Messi deserved that when there is a player, on the other hand, scoring 50 goals, won a treble with his club, came to a league for the first time, broke records. People tell me, oh, he cannot pass the ball, he doesn't have ball control, but that's not the point. Because what if a defender changes everything? What if a midfielder? Because the same people say that Rodri could have won the Ballon d'Or. Well, Rodri is not as good as Lionel Messi. It's not about how good you play the football. This is not what it is. It's about your achievements. It's about what you did as an individual. Of course. So Erling Haaland, as an individual, achieved everything. And on a club level, in a whole season, achieved everything as well. Do you agree? Do you agree? So, in my opinion, Erling Haaland deserved it just because he scored 50 goals and he won a treble. This is my opinion. And I don't care. You can you can say, but he didn't. He's not a great player. He can't dribble. Well, not all the players are dribblers. How about goalkeepers? Don't they deserve their flowers? What about defenders? What about right backs? That's the thing, in my opinion. Like their argument also, oh, we cannot give the robot we cannot give the robot the Ballon d'Or. Well, what about a defender? Can he play as good as Messi? Can he get can he play football as good as Messi? No. So in my opinion, by the way, people that say that he scores that, Gary Lineker said it. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. And that's a talent. That doesn't, otherwise it would have been simple. It would have been anybody that plays for Man City will get 50,000 goals then. But that didn't happen. Did it? It didn't happen. That's my point. Hit that like button. Get us right away to 50 likes. Of course. Get us to 50 likes. Yes, okay, Hussam is here, and you can come and argue me, but that's not the point. You want a robot to win the Ballon d'Or? Do you want a defender? What if a defender that is not as good on the ball as Messi plays out of his skin, wins everything, be instrumental in his team's winning a treble? What's your argument? What about a goalkeeper? He doesn't know how to play the ball like Messi. He doesn't know how to play the ball like Hatem Ben Arafah or Adel Tarat or Ronaldinho. That's not the point. That is not the point. The point that you're making is that, yeah, but Messi is very good on the ball. I agree with you. Messi is fantastic. Messi is absolutely fantastic, right? He had a great World Cup, fantastic. And by the way, in PSG, Kylian Mbappe had a better season than Messi. Kylian Mbappe had a better World Cup than Messi. This is my opinion. Messi was probably the second best player, and they won it on penalties. That's the thing. No, I think Kylian Mbappe had more output at PSG than Messi. Go check the stats for last season in Liga. Go check the stats for PSG in Liga. But anyway, long story short, I believe Messi because it's a World Cup. So here's as long as someone tells me, and as long as someone accepts that Messi won it because of the World Cup, I'll be with you. Because Fabio Cannavaro in 2006 won it because of the World Cup. A lot of players win it because of the World Cup. Ronaldo in 2002 won it because of the World Cup. So that's the point. And I agree with that. You win the World Cup and it's a World Cup year, it affects everything. I agree. I am never going to argue this. I am never going to. But after this, in a World Cup season, let's cancel what players doing during the season and just give it based on the World Cup. The best player in the World Cup. That's it. That's it. That's it. Lewandowski, when he was up, Lewandowski scored a lot of goals. Is he as good as Messi? No, he's not. They gave it to Messi that year. That's my point. It's as simple as that. Messi, very good. One of the greatest of all times, of course, for a lot of people. For me as well, it's a very, very good debate, in my opinion, because I can knock down. He's absolutely phenomenal. Won everything that is there, winning with Argentina. That's it. But in my opinion, your argument should not be about he's a robot, he shouldn't win it. Well, there's a lot of, what about defenders? What about right backs? What about defensive midfielders that don't know how to play the ball as good as Messi? Should we never give them a Ballon d'Or if they're effective? No. So that's my point. That's my point. If you disagree, you disagree. That's it. You can argue me. Nobody won the Ballon d'Or that year. I thought Messi won it over Lewandowski that year, and people said Lewandowski should have won it. So I don't know what you're talking about, Jordan Brown. You always lie sometimes. You can come here and debate me if you want. Listen, 70 people here. Can we get to 100 likes? It's as simple as that. Simple as that. So hit that like button for me, please. Who never? Messi won it over Lewandowski that year. That's the whole point. And people said that Lewandowski should have won the Ballon d'Or, if I'm not mistaken, of course. So that's anyway. That's, to be honest, the Ballon d'Or was never my biggest trophy in my opinion. It's a lot of journalists, and I'm just gonna say here, a lot of journalists vote in the Ballon d'Or. A lot of journalists from countries, without saying names, that don't watch. It's just who's more popular. So they just vote. But they never watch the Premier League. They never watch the Champions League. They watch it every now and then. They watch only the last parts of the Champions Leagues. Because I know in Egypt, someone voted. Never did it with COVID, Mo. Who did it? I thought, wasn't it Lewandowski the year that he should have won? And then, they didn't give it to anybody. They give it to Messi. And the year after, they give it to Messi instead of Lewandowski. Yeah, probably you're right. Yeah, I remember this 1 year. That's the fact. The 1 year is that they should have gone to Lewandowski and they gone to Lionel Messi. It's as simple as that. But anyway, long story short, I'm not knocking down Messi. He won his Ballon d'Or. He's now 8th Ballon d'Or. It's fantastic. So, in my opinion, the journalists that vote, some of them aren't qualified to vote. You guys should vote more. You guys should vote more. This is my opinion, of course. Listen, there's 80 people here. Can we get to 100 likes? And now let's talk about Manchester City being the best club in the world and what can Liverpool and Arsenal. You didn't hear my opinion about last week. What happened in the games, of course. I don't want to dwell on the I don't want to dwell on the Ballon d'Or thing because I just said my opinion. This is my opinion and I'm not going to change it. I think that Haaland, based on the numbers, based on what he achieved with this club, being instrumental. City didn't win a treble before Haaland. Haaland joined and they won a treble. He scored 50 goals. I don't care if he scores tap-ins. And I saw the compilation. But that's my opinion, right? I don't care if you score tap-ins. I don't care if you're the end of crosses. But at the end, you have to be there. You have to be there. So that's what I think, in my opinion. Long story short, this Ballon d'Or thing is a popularity contest. And I think it lost they should retire it. And that's it for me. Because I actually think that this year, maybe I don't know who's going to win the Ballon d'Or for this season. I don't see any standout player. at the moment. I actually don't see a standout player this year. So I don't know. So yeah, maybe people say Messi deserves it. Messi deserves it because of the World Cup, 100%. But listen, Argentina didn't win the World Cup until Messi, like didn't win the World Cup since Maradona until Messi played. So it's as simple as that. Forget the Ballon d'Or. Top six talk. Let's talk about top six. Let's talk about Aston Villa being fifth. 12 games in a row winning at home. Spurs, 26 points out of 10 games, losing only 4 points after 10 games. What is going to happen then? Can Spurs continue? What about Arsenal? What about Manchester City? That's it. This is what we're going to talk about. I want to talk about the Premier League. You see here? That's Premier League. Premier League is what I'm here for. Premier League is what I'm talking about. Well, the game, you didn't hear my opinions about the Manchester game, the Manchester United game, because I always had panels. You guys asked for panels, and I'm giving you panels. So Manchester United, in my opinion, started the game well, and I had it noted. Jordan Brown stopped this Manchester City, this messy thing. I get told you based on the World Cup. Yeah, he deserves it, of course. In my opinion, Manchester United started well. He had the wrong lineups. Ten Hag, of course, he said tactics, not tactics. Screw tactics. He doesn't know tactics. But he started all right. They created a couple of chances at the beginning. They pressed Manchester City, as I told you so. They made them do a couple of mistakes. Jack Grealish made a mistake. Gavardio made a mistake. They almost got into the goal. And McTominay couldn't finish, couldn't pass. He should have passed the ball. All this stuff. He started very well 20 minutes in. And then after that, something happened and Man City figured it out. And they controlled the game. And I think, I'm going to come to Liverpool in a bit, but I think, in my opinion, Manchester, people that say that Manchester United started bad, I don't think they started bad. I think they started okay. The lineup is wrong because I don't think Lindelof was getting cooked on the right side because Phil Foden was cutting inside. Now I'm telling you what I saw in the game. Phil Foden was coming inside and he was cooked. Lindelof on that side. Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans should not have started together. I don't know why he didn't start Varane. He said tactics. He doesn't know tactics. Exactly, MCFC protocol. You haven't clicked yet. And I don't think Pep expected them to come out with that much energy, Man United. But after 20 minutes, in my opinion, City was just knocking the ball around and it was simple. It was simple. And Manchester United heads dropped down after the penalty, which is, I don't think it was a penalty for a couple of reasons. But that didn't affect that because I thought Manchester United would have won the game anyway. I thought John Stones blocked Harry Maguire from running back, right, at that time to have Rodri going forward. And at the end, in my opinion, that hand from Haaland was not going to spin Rodri, but he sold it very well. So I've seen them given, I've seen him not given. But in my opinion, it happens all the time because John Stones himself was blocking Harry Maguire. So that's by itself is a free kick. But it wasn't given. But anyway, long story short, the penalty was given. Like these mistakes happen because last year, Man United scored one of the worst VAR decisions I've seen in my life. The offside goal last year on Marcus Rashford when he had it between his legs is one of the worst decisions I've seen in my life. And I said it last year. That was completely and utterly wrong that last year. So it doesn't matter. At least this penalty was 50-50. I can see why it's given and why people say it wasn't. So that's it. That's it. At least it's not blatant as the ones at Liverpool. Guys, over 100 people here. Can we get to 100 likes right away? I think that's very important for me. This is how the channel grows. Subscribe if you're new. And then after that, heads down. And Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford, the two experienced players there, should pick up the team, and they didn't. One of the things that a captain should do is he should talk to his teammates. He should talk to the team on the pitch. He should pick them up. And Bruno Fernandes, I said it in the summer, this guy should not be freaking captain. He's not captain material. He shouldn't be the captain of Manchester United Football Club. And that was the first mistake in the summer. The first mistake wasn't signing Mount, wasn't not signing Amrabat, wasn't signing Onana. The first mistake. And I'm not saying that stripping Maguire is a mistake, but giving it to Bruno Fernandes, who doesn't know how to be a captain, who whines all the time. He's absolutely atrocious in being a captain for anything. He shouldn't be captain. An attitude reflects the leadership. And I heard that in a movie, of course, one of the Remember the Titans. It's absolutely a fantastic movie. If you haven't watched that, Remember the Titans. Denzel Washington. Attitude reflects leadership. And his leadership is atrocious on the pitch. He isn't even a leader. Look at Manchester City. The way Diaz picks up the team. Look at Van Dijk. Look at Henderson. These are captains. These are people that pick up the team. These are people that pick up the team. These are the people that talk to people. This was a massive mistake. Head down, they concede the second goal, and they gave up. I feel they gave up. Also, Erik ten Hag in this game did multiple mistakes. But the one that I don't understand at this moment, if you thought that a winger like Anthony can make a difference, why did you sub him in the 86th minute? What are you expecting from Anthony? Unless you told Anthony to go in and kick other people. That's it. What do you think? Do you think he told Anthony to go in and kick other people? So Manchester City was 3-0 up. And you are subbing Anthony. Where did he go in, Anthony? Anthony, 86th minute, you're subbing your striker and you're subbing your winger. What are you expecting them to do? To come back into the game? Anthony Martial and Anthony? This is stupid. So he subbed Mason Mount in 46th minute. He sent Garnacho in. If you are convinced that Anthony will make a difference, so put Rashford out in the 76th minute when it was 2-0 down and try it from there, but he didn't. So it's an absolutely atrocious decision. I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he would think that, because I think this is absolutely a terrible mistake from him. Terrible. Or it's not a mistake. Why are you telling freaking Anthony to go on the pitch in the 86th minute when you're 3-0 down? What are you expecting him to do? Kick players? Yes, he did kick players. He should have gotten a red card, by the way. He should have got a red card. He's running out of ideas? Absolutely. Most saying here. Anthony is not good. Anthony is absolutely atrocious. But besides the point, if you think he can do something, put him in earlier. What's the point of putting him in when you're 3-0 down? It's ridiculous. Manchester United from here on should focus on results. Try to save the season by focusing on results. How do you get results? You just get results by sitting back, finding a way to get results. You're not going to win against a top 6 team. You aren't going to win against a top 6 team. That's what I think. Is my voice lagging a little bit? There is over 100 people here, 110 people, and you guys are not liking the video. You are not liking the video. I don't know why you don't want to like the video. I don't know why you don't want to like the video. It's over 110 people. So get us to 100 likes. Do you want me to show you where the like button? The like button is underneath your live chat. The like button, it looks like this. See? It looks like thumbs up underneath your live chat. No like for me. Thank you, everybody. So, like the video. I want to move on to Liverpool. Do you reckon United could get something away from us? Absolutely not. Man United are going to go to Liverpool. They're going to get smashed. Let's look at their next games. Listen, the problem with Manchester, they're going to play Newcastle at home. They're going to play Newcastle at home in the Cup tomorrow. And then they're going to play Fulham away. I don't believe they're going to win that. They're going to play Copenhagen away. I don't believe they're going to win that. Then they're going to play Luton. They will beat Luton. And then they're going to play Everton away. I think he gets sacked by the end of November when the Champions League is done. Thank you, Jordan. I hope you contribute to the channel by something then. You just keep calling me Thicko, but you're watching. Guys, hit that like button. Give me questions if you want. Thank you. Thank you. Alex is here with us. Thank you, Alex. Red and Blue. Of course, Alex is one of the guys. Of course, I hope I get him in. He hasn't had his debut on the channel. Manchester United, I think he gets sacked even before he faces Liverpool. That's my opinion. That's what I think. Ten Hag is going to get sacked. Is that the answer? No. That's not the answer. That's not the answer for Manchester United. However, sometimes you need a new manager bounce just to get results. Manchester United can't end the season in 10th and 9th and stuff like that. They need results. What happened to Chelsea last year is that they waited too long, and when they hired Lampard, it didn't work, so they finished 12th. I think Manchester United, if they sack Ten Hag, it's going to be a new manager bounce. That's what I think. That's what I think. Is it the answer? No, it's not the answer. It's not the answer, of course. However, I don't know who they hire though. They get I don't know. They get not I don't know who's available on the market, but they need someone. Michael Carrick, maybe someone like that. They need a new manager bounce. Like you need some results, because the problem is you're gonna want to have to sell Maguire and McTominay and these guys, and if you keep losing, their value goes down. Not everybody's like Chelsea. Not everybody have this. Man United normally don't negotiate well about selling. So that's a massive problem for Manchester United. So they need to win some games to be able to sell these players. That's my point. Like, it's not going to happen. And they're not going to go and spend $1 billion like Chelsea. They're not going to go and spend that much money. They're not going to get an Enzo and a Caicedo and a Lavia and a Jackson. They're not going to do all of this. They're not going to do all of this. And they don't have, I think the Palestris, the Garnachos aren't good enough. Aren't good enough to take the club forward. You need stars in Manchester United, at least better players. So you need to be able to sell to buy. Him buying Mason Mount and not playing him is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, moving on from Manchester United, because I don't want to stay for long. Liverpool and Arsenal, though. Why don't people knock down freaking Arsenal? I don't know. Is that because Jesus is injured? They won 5-0 against Sheffield. People ask Arsenal to be dominant, and then when they are dominant, they tell them it's only Sheffield United. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Like, yeah, but they only beat Sheffield United. Oh, you want them? Sheffield United is in the Premier League. Is Sheffield United in League One? Sheffield United is part of the Premier League, aren't they? Luton are part of the Premier League. But they only dominate the small teams. Well, these are in the Premier League. These are in the Premier League. Just people want to knock them down. I said they're not playing fluid, and they played Sheffield United. Looked absolutely great. Eddie Nketiah scoring 3 goals. Okay, what do you want? Okay, who is Arsenal playing next game? Okay, they play West Ham away. What if they win against West Ham away when it's very tough to win against West Ham? Are you going to say, yeah, but it wasn't that good? I'm telling you, Arsenal look all right. Comes January, this is my opinion, they should get an 8 to replace Xhaka that they haven't replaced. I'm gonna sit down a little bit. If they win against West Ham, now they're gonna play Newcastle. That's a real test. I believe even if they don't win against Newcastle, by the way, it's tough. It's tough, right? It's tough against Newcastle, because I think Newcastle will be there and thereabout in terms of top 4. They are still having a chance, right? Yeah, I know Spurs are flying because people say they're gonna take Spurs' place. Fine, they can take Spurs' place, but it is as simple as Arsenal going to play Newcastle away. Even if they lose, who cares? Is everybody going to win against Newcastle away? I don't think a lot of people will go to St. James Park and win. That's my opinion. Arsenal don't spend in January. They don't need an £80 million player. They need a player that is right. They need a player that is the right profile for the 8. You don't have to go spend 80 million. You just get the right player to do that 8. I don't think Thomas Partey is the answer, because people say that Thomas Partey is going to play 6 and Declan Rice is going to play 8. I don't think so. I don't like it. I don't like this idea. Let me just write. I don't like this idea. So I think that Declan Rice, here's the thing. Can you get the likes up a little bit? It's 120 people. Can we get the likes to 100 now? It's 120 people watching me here in this afternoon morning. I woke up before work to do this stream for you. So hit that like button, please. I'm gonna move to Liverpool in a bit. But all I want to say is Arsenal, they have options within. I said Zinchenko should play an 8 as of now. Give it a shot. Declan Rice should play a 6 because at the moment Declan Rice is more consistent. Now, if you get Thomas Partey to play a 6 and then you move Declan Rice to an 8 and then Thomas Partey gets injured again or sold, now you move Declan Rice back to the 6. What are you doing? Just play the damn guy at a 6 when he's doing his best. It's as simple as that. Just play the guy at 6. It's like, Rodri, let's play him at 8. Well, let's play him back at 6. If your player is playing well at a position, keep him there. Don't move him away. And because Declan Rice is going to be the 6th for Arsenal Football Club for the next 5-6 years. So don't do that. But he's the only one that can play an 8. I disagree. Just play anybody else an 8 because he gives you a very good options. I'm gonna answer the question about Rodri can play an 8, but would you lose him? So to answer your to comment on this, just because someone said, but he can play an 8 though. But would you want to lose him as a 6 to just play him as an 8 because he's the only one that can do it? I actually think the compensation should happen the other way around. Don't lose a player that is playing very well at a position to compensate on the other position, because now you're getting 2 positions that are not at their best. Like, have the player at his best at a 6. Now, Eddie Nketiah is the answer up top? Absolutely not. Eddie Nketiah isn't the answer up top. Is not. Eddie Nketiah isn't. Him scoring hat-trick doesn't mean he's good enough. It doesn't mean he's good enough. I'm watching Eddie Nketiah week in, week out. He isn't good enough. He isn't good enough. Do you know what Arsenal should buy? Forget the striker because Gabriel Jesus will be back from the hamstring. Arsenal should buy someone like Gravenberch. Someone that can do the 8 or that can go forward but also can run back. Szoboszlai can do that. McAllister can do that. You don't have to go spend 80 million pounds. If you scout very well, you can absolutely do that. First super chat. Oh, someone is getting involved in the conversation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zeno. Thank you so much. The first super chat of the stream. Nobody wants to get involved. But great. Pep plays stones higher to keep Rodri at 6. Exactly. Because if you play him higher, Rodri, you'll get... So Rodri gives a 9 or a 10 out of 10 as a 6. You play him at an 8, he's going to give you an 8 out of 10. You play somebody else under 6, he will give you a 6 or a 7 or an 8. Now you lost that perfect rule at the 6 from Rodri. So thank you so much for understanding the point. Over 130 here. Let's get to 100 likes right away. Thank you so much, Zeno. Absolutely fantastic super chat. Like, imagine if a striker is scoring tons of goals every game, but then you don't have a winger. Would you push that striker to be a winger and put another striker in? Now you lost both. Now move anybody else as a winger. So that's my point. Play Rice as a 6. Thomas Partey comes in, sits on the bench or something. That's my opinion. Rice can play a 6. High level. What is high level though? This is the Premier League. What is high level? You don't play Man City every game. You do not play Manchester City every game. Arsenal have everything. So moving on to Liverpool, Arsenal have everything that Liverpool wants. They have Partey and they have Rice, while Liverpool has everything that Arsenal needs. They have McAllister, they have Szoboszlai, they have Gravenberch. All they can play the 8. Imagine a midfield of Declan Rice, Szoboszlai, and Odegaard. Imagine that midfield. I think that midfield is fire. I think that midfield can do lots of damage, in my opinion. Lots of damage, in my opinion. Well, having Ivan Toney, though. Question from True Blood. I'm going to do some questions. Of course, if you want to send a question, the super chat. And if you can send the super chat with a question here. I know, with all the Premier League content you will be doing, at some point you will also pick a team to support in the league. I can't. The reason why you watch this channel and the reason why you're watching me now is that because I am a neutral. People say I have agendas. I might like a player here and there. Yes, of course. Like people say you don't like Jack Grealish, you don't like Nunes. Okay, that's not a secret. You're That's not a secret, right? But I'm not gonna pick a team and support. But this year, I'm telling you, I am backing the team that is gonna challenge Manchester City. I told you here now, I'm backing. The reason why, it's not because I hate Manchester City, because I want to see a change of scenery. That's it. Because I want to see a change of scenery. Does that make sense? It's as simple as that. So I want to see someone else win the league. I want to see someone else, because this is it. That's it. So I'm supporting Liverpool. I'm supporting Arsenal. Spurs, can they be there? But let's move on to Liverpool. Liverpool have been absolutely, in my opinion, every time I'm watching Liverpool, they are the most exciting team in the league. They play Nottingham Forest. Again, people are going to say, but they only play Forest. They are atrocious. Forest are atrocious. Well, they beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. They absolutely destroyed Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest had no chance. Like, no chance of winning the game. Right? Nottingham Forest, like, I saw Van Dijk reading the game, like, before, like, even Nottingham Forest, like, because they played Elanga up top, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get the speed, get the strength of Anyami up top. So in my opinion, Liverpool might win against every single team in the bottom half, home and away. And I believe Van Dijk is on the way back to be absolutely great. So, striker, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He is on the way. And if Van Dijk goes back to his best, oh my God, that's a different story. People want to say, no, he won't. People want to say, he's not going to do that. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you. If Van Dijk goes back to his best, it's long for a lot of people. It's long. Because Van Dijk at his best, and I said it many times and you didn't believe me, he is the most dominant defender I have seen in recent years. The most dominant defender I've seen in recent years. This is my opinion. Dominant, what I mean is that one-on-one, reads the game, proactive defender, reads the game very, very well. This is my opinion. Van Dijk, if he goes to his best, it's long. And also Mohamed Salah. Every freaking year, every year, Mohamed Salah is finished. He's old. I said he should go to Saudi Arabia because of the money, right? Not because I think he's finished. But every year they say my Egyptian guy is finished. No, he isn't finished. You bozos, you idiots. Pundits say he's too old. How long can he keep going for? Well, you saw Ronaldo. Mohamed Salah keeps himself in very, very good shape. Very good shape. So why can't Mohamed Salah continue until the year 35? Here comes the problem, though. Here comes the problem with Mohamed Salah. Now, Saudi Arabia will come next year again, and they will offer him that 100 million a year. Can Liverpool compete with that money? I believe he's going to go. I'm not saying that for something bad for Liverpool, but that is so much money. That is so much money. However, can Liverpool offer him a very, very big contract, like $1 million a week or something, or 700 a week, or do some bonuses for him? They can. A long-term contract. I think he will take that. Excuse me. Mohamed Salah. Excuse me. Mohamed Salah will get. It's getting cold here, by the way. In Houston, it's getting very cold. Why can't you wait to see the back of him? Mohamed Salah is ridiculous. You're an Arsenal fan, of course. 150 people almost here. Can we get to over 150 likes? But hear me out. What do Liverpool need, and how do Liverpool work in the next couple of weeks, like couple of months before they get to January. Liverpool play Bournemouth away, they play Luton away, and then they play Brentford at home before they play Manchester City on my birthday, November 25th. On my birthday, November 25th. Liverpool win these 3 games in the league. They play Man City at the Etihad. Do they have a chance at the Etihad? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. However, if there is a team in the league that can go to the Etihad and get a game, play a very good game, it's Liverpool Football Club. The reason why, the attack is strong. The problem is, who is going to be that DM that stops the midfielders of Manchester City from playing? From Alvarez, Phil Foden when he comes inside, and Kevin De Bruyne might be back. KDB might be back, people. KDB might be back. Big deal. Big deal. But Liverpool can go there and can absolutely do something. Will Liverpool challenge for the title? Yes. I'm telling you they will. People want to tell me they're going to fall back, they're going to fall down. I don't believe so. I don't believe Liverpool will fall down. I don't believe they're going to fall down. Yeah, I believe. But remember, this year the records are broken. Arsenal won for the first time in 8 years against Manchester City. Tottenham got something out of the Emirates for the first time. So it can happen. Because I believe Manchester City, I think the gap between Manchester City and Liverpool closed down a little bit. However, Manchester City are still stronger because they have a player in every position. And now when I watch Jack Grealish now Jack Grealish added a different element to the team. Like, remember in the beginning of the season, I said Jack Grealish isn't great and everything, but in the last 2 games, the way he played, he's very direct. Dribbles, plays like the Aston Villa Jack Grealish, and I like that. I like that from him, and I have to admit and I have to say, yes, that's the Jack Grealish that we have been waiting for 2 years now. So yes, it's true. Jack Grealish now has output. He could have had assists in the young boys game against Manchester United. I thought the second half he was direct, he was good. Well, it's not only about the GA. Well, but he will get GA this year. He will get GA. I don't know what is this. 8 a.m. November. I don't know. Someone is inviting me to something. But anyway, hit that like button, people. Get us to more likes. Jack Grealish is getting better. So you want to tell me here that Jack Grealish in the last 2 games has not been good. He has been good. But I want to stay on Liverpool for a bit. Because I believe that Liverpool with Arsenal are up there. Darwin Núñez, again, I hear that. Darwin Núñez, at the moment, cannot be the striker for Liverpool Football Club. However, he's getting the GA. Darwin Núñez is scoring goals. Darwin Núñez is getting the goals, which is what's important. At the end, it's what's important. The problem is he has a lot of misses. He misses a lot. He misses a lot. What is that? I don't get. Mo is too prestige for invites. I'm not getting that comment. What does that mean? What does that mean? Mo is too prestige for invites. No, don't worry about it. Yeah, I get your comment now. But hit that like button, people. You're gonna go for like 5-10 minutes, and that's it. Mo, Arsenal and Liverpool are bigger favorites for the title if we put City aside. At the moment, is Arsenal Football Club, but depends in January. Uncle Sharma's here. Prestige means you are too good. Yeah. Mo is too prestige. I know what prestige is, but thank you, Uncle Sharma. Guys, Uncle Sharma, daily content for Enter. My guy, I am absolutely ashamed of not doing content for Enter lately. I just don't have the time to do content. I'm watching the games and I'm like itching to talk about them, but I just don't have the time. Don't have the time. Hit that like button, people, of course. But going back, I think Liverpool or Arsenal. I think it's Arsenal. However, if Liverpool go get a DM in January, well, it's long for people. I think it's long because I think Liverpool are absolutely, yeah, the grind is real. Good morning. The grind is real before work, and I'm doing the show, of course. Mo's the guy. Too bad. Tottenham. Too bad he is a Tottenham shill. People tell me I'm a Spurs fan now because I'm taking it easy on Spurs. I'm taking it easy on Spurs. I take it easy on Spurs. People tell me I'm a Spurs fan. But anyway, I think it's gonna be Arsenal, and it depends in January what is gonna happen. It depends in January what is gonna happen. However, again, since Will is here, the last 5 minutes, I wanted to talk about Spurs and Chelsea. I'm just gonna tell you now. Spurs are gonna play Chelsea the next game. It's at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, right? If Spurs win that game, Spurs, by the way, won away at Crystal Palace. Everybody said it was jammy, it was a little bit own goal and stuff like this, but a win is a win. And if you watch the game, you know. In that game, by the way, in the Spurs game, Spurs had a lot of ball position and they didn't create a lot of chances. However, at every point of the game, I thought Spurs were closer for the win than Crystal Palace. That's the truth. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. Spurs have the majority of the position. They created some chances, right? The problem is they weren't scoring goals. And the second goal they scored, that tells you that if you try to press Spurs high, which is what Crystal Palace tried to do, this is how they're going to cut through you. Go watch the second goal for Spurs and you will see. Crystal Palace tried to play high lines, tried to press a little bit. And in that moment, the Spurs players turned the screws and they cut through them. They cut through them. And that second goal was absolutely amazing to watch. That's the reality. Well, can Spurs do that against Chelsea? I'm waiting for this game. I'm telling you here. In the next game, Spurs play Chelsea at home, Wolves away, and then Aston Villa at home. If Spurs win these three games, I have to take them seriously in terms of like they're going to be there and thereabout. Because at that point, they will be 35 points out of 39 games. Oh, Jack Napier found the channel. Welcome. Subscribe if you're new people. Hit that like button for me. Spurs are losing against Chelsea. Ahmed is saying, at least send a super chat, Ahmed, if you want to say that. But yeah. Why are people saying Spurs are going to lose against Chelsea? Do you guys watch the Chelsea game? However, I'm going to tell you here. I'm going to say it in the preview for the game. Chelsea, Spurs suit them to the T. Why? Because Chelsea they're going to play well against teams that have ball position. Spurs at home, they're going to have all the ball position. And Chelsea are going to do well against them. Are they going to get a result? They might be. I actually think that this result might be a draw. It might be a draw. However, it all comes down to who's going to take their chances, because I believe both teams will have chances. But we know that Spurs can take their chances. Chelsea can't. However, Chelsea will have space behind Spurs midfield. Chelsea will have space because Spurs are going to press them high. Well, about Chelsea, though, about that team, Chelsea, about that team. They're going to play Blackburn Rovers in the Cup. About that team. They're going to play Spurs, and then they're going to play Man City, and they're going to play Newcastle, and they're going to play Brighton. They can lose all 4 games, by the way. And I think if they lose 4 games, I think Pochettino is going to get sacked. And it's going to be a joke. Again, I think if they lose 4 games, I think he's going to get sacked. Chelsea. Well, what's the problem with Chelsea? They can't score goals. When is Nkunku back? We don't know. It says unknown. Are they going to go get a striker in January? They might battle Arsenal for Ivan Toney. Is it gonna be too late? By January, it might be, because Pochettino might not be even here for that. Pochettino might not even be here in January. Keyword, you think. Yeah, of course, I think. I don't know the future, but I think he will be sacked. I think he will be sacked. Because at the end, I know Chelsea have a style. They play well. But I think also you need results. You spend money, you need results. That's the problem. That's the problem. But I think in the next 4 games, if you don't get anything out of these 4 games, I think he gets sacked, my friend. I think he gets sacked. I think he gets sacked. But if he gets a draw here and there, I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's gonna be all right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. It's 45 minutes. Tonight at 11 p.m. UK time, I have a panel for you. We're gonna have a good show for you. We're gonna talk about the rest. We're gonna talk about the news. But I want to thank everybody that watched us. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm trying to give you daily content. Once or twice. Big up everybody that joined us. Thank you so much. I'm trying to upgrade the studio. Got a new camera for you. I hope you like the new camera. It looks better, I believe. And I hope that everybody have a good day. Have a blessed day. Hit that like button. Share the stream if you can. And we'll see you guys later tonight. Big up everybody. Thank you for joining. And we'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.